Draft beverages on demand. The KegSmith 8-pint mini keg is designed for storing and serving your favorite CO2 draft beverages. It's easy to fill and holds 128 ounces. Whether you're trying out a new local brewery or filling up your weekly cold brew coffee, KegSmith's 8-pint mini keg is a great way to bring home your favorite beverages. The mini keg was built to last. The stainless steel construction guarantees lifetime of proper pours. Ultimate pourability without sacrificing the superior taste of draft.
Alright, and tonight we're going to be reviewing the KegSmith draft beer system. This is a 128 ounce model. It's about a gallon of beer. It is actually a gallon of beer.
Yeah.
As you heard Radar do our nice announcer intro there.
It only took them 5 times.
Right. So this was actually sent to the show for review. So generally when we get something like this, we want to give it a good solid review. So we used this, we filled this probably 5 or 6 times. We actually took it on the road.
Yeah,
we took it to Lexington, we took it to North Carolina, we took it to Tennessee, we drove around with it, we tried it.
And we banged it up a little bit, but it's
got a
really
few
good
scratches
condition.
on it. It's a stainless steel design, so it's pretty durable. It's not double lined, so it's not going to keep your beer super cold like a lot of the other double line growlers out there will. But this is made
pressurized.
Yeah, this is pressurized, so this is made to like throw down in some ice or possibly put in the fridge, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the.
What's the MSRP on this one?
It is $180. Okay. That's with the tap and the keg.
Look at this giant like 17 millimeter nut or something ridiculous.
It's heavy duty. The valve and everything up here is super heavy duty. The draft system here, which is it feels durable. It feels like you're not going to break it, unlike some of the other products we've reviewed that are pressurized beer kegs. The UK itself, it comes in a 64 ounce as well as 128 ounce. Nice thing about these is once you have the draft system here, you can buy just the kegs for, I think they run between 50 and 70 bucks. You can get these guys, and then you can just bring a bunch of them with you. They have lids with them, and then when you're ready to pressurize it, you just put your new keg on.
Now will it hold the pressure? Oh yeah, because you just tighten up the valve. Never mind.
Yeah, so when you have your new one, it's got a lid for it somewhere.
I do not see it, but you know.
Oh, there it is. Lid. Here's the lids for it. This is just for when you don't have the CO2 system connected to it. So we had 3 Country Boy brews in this, and then we had a kind of, I think we had PBRs. No, what was it? It was like it was Rolling Rock. It had Rolling Rock in it, and had a few other things. So
we had that goes or something. Yeah, right.
So it's awesome because it does keep your beer fresh and longer. See, a typical growler, unpressurized, normal growler, it's going to keep your beer, it's going to keep your beer good for maybe 3 days if you're lucky. If it's in a cool, dark place.
Yeah.
This guy will get you. I got 2 weeks out of it, no problem. It varies. I wouldn't keep beer in here longer than a week or 2. Mm-hmm. But beer typically doesn't last in the studio that long anyway.
Right. You know how we are.
Yeah. So. That's good. CO2 cartridges, you always want to use, this is a 16 gram cartridge.
Use food grade.
Yeah, use food grade. Don't go out and buy you a BB gun CO2 cartridges from like Walmart, because that's how you die. Yeah.
Also, does it take the threaded or the non-threaded kind?
It's threaded. This one takes the threaded versions. The food grade ones you can order off Amazon. KegSmith's website also sells them. They also sell they also have a nitro adapter for this. So one thing, here's a big deal with nitro beers. If you're into nitro beers, there is no good way to take those home.
Yeah.
Because they will not last in a growler. So they actually have a special tap and tap head for the draft system that is for nitrogen beer, and they have nitro cartridges.
Okay.
That's super awesome, and it'll adhere to the body of this one. It is a little pricey, but it's super awesome that it has that option. So if you want to do a homebrew, do your own homebrew, because this will carbonate your own homebrews.
Yeah.
With CO2 or nitro, you can do either one, which is really, really cool.
There are a few cons, though.
Yes.
One of them, it's size. Like, it's good. It's good to put in a cooler or something. If you're trying to put this in a fridge, it's pretty tall. Like, we had to take out, what, 2 drawers out of the studio?
In the studio fridge, I had to take out 2 shelves, and it still almost wouldn't fit in the fridge. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's pretty tall.
Now, is the 64 one's probably like, what, yay high?
It's a little shorter than this one. But for the 128, it's huge. And that sucks. So if this is an ice or something, this would be perfect for a party. You could stick this down on ice, everybody can get their beer off of it. But I mean, for somebody like me or the studio, generally we have so many different beers. I like to keep it in the fridge for a few days. I like to get off work, get me a pint here and there, and go about my business. That's what I would use this for. But because it's so tall, it's really not practical to keep it in my fridge that way. And like I feel like a 64-ounce growler, the 64-ounce size, it's not worth it for the 64-ounce size to pressurize it. That's just because it's 4 beers. Like, is 4 draft beers really worth keeping your fridge that long? I think, and that's not just me saying this specific one's bad. I'm just talking about pressurized growlers in general. Any pressurized growler, if you're going to go for it, go big or go home. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go for it, go for this 128. Like I said, the downside is too tall. Also, it took a lot of playing with to get the CO2
the pressure and stuff.
properly.
Like, I was sitting here, the first cup that I did was just all head, and I was like, all right, well, I messed up the pressure. Then, I messed up the pressure, then it was too flat, and it was like, man, like, doing it, you have to do it pretty much the whole time you're pouring, but, like, once you figure it out, it's fine.
Now, the first time I used this, it probably was my fault on the carbonation, because I honestly didn't read the instructions. So, I was assuming that it was like KegSmith, or the other keg we used on the show, the contrast, but it's not. Your regulator's a little bit differently. I had it cranked up to like 15 or 20, which is way too much for this one. On the other one, that was where it's supposed to be, but on this one, you have to keep it between like 5 and 10 psi, and then you have to like keep an eye on it and adjust it. Also, this one has a nice pressure release valve, which is nice. So if you happen to crank it up too much, you just pull on this right here, releases a little bit of that pressure, and it works out. So once I figured it out, it poured a little bit better. And generally, it did a good job. I mean, we drank Ghost Goose out of this all night, and we drank
all night? You mean like for 30 minutes?
That's true. We did drink the entire thing in 30 minutes between 4 people, but
it happens.
Yeah. So I like it for that. Also, we are going to actually test this on some home brews. So we're going to do some home brews on the show. People have been asking for a long time. We're going to carbonate our beer with this, so we're going to try it out for that. So what's the verdict on this? What do we rate it? With the pros and cons of the product, what would I rate this?
See, it's like, it's really expensive, but like, how many of these do you see? So it's like,
For pressurized growlers, actually it's one of the cheaper ones.
Yeah.
This is one of the cheaper ones. I think it's well made. It's a very well made device. Everything feels very sturdy. It's very good quality. It doesn't feel like anything's going to leak on here.
Yeah, and it's
definitely like reviewed.
It seems pretty thick too. Like, I don't think you could dent this, and like really, unless you tried. Like,
it is a single wall construction, so it's not insulated, so it's not going to like keep your beer expo. But again, keep it in the fridge. It's fine. You're worried about freshness.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and rate this. I think the KegSmith's draft beer system is going to be a 7.5. It's good. It's going towards that great range. I think if it was a hair shorter, maybe a stubbier size bottle, I think it would fit better in my fridge.
This was something that Radar was talking about. It's like, if it was like a pancake design, you get like a longer design, but it's shorter, like a little tub, and then you can stack stuff on top of it, and it won't really like take up a lot of room.
Like I said, I would be shorter with like a stubbier, size keg, because this one is just so awkward. It doesn't fit very well in there. If you're into home brews or you're into you like draft beer, or craft beer is obviously the best way to drink beer, consume beer. I would recommend this one. Do I recommend it over some of the other ones we reviewed? That's for another episode.
Yeah,
let's talk about the pros.
We're gonna have a roundup video. So,
but I want to thank KegSmith for sending this.
Yeah,
I absolutely
really
love
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
We're gonna use it pretty regularly on the show. What about you, Mingo?
8, and I would also recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, it has a few, like I said, a few minor flaws, but nothing that makes it unusable or anything like that. Unlike some of the, like I said, the other ones, those have so many connections that they leak. This one, I haven't had any leaking issues out of this at all. So, but all right, that's been our episode. If there's something you'd like to see on our channel, you can leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Special K.
And I'm the Mingo.
Thanks for watching.